Hi everybody, welcome to Carnation TV. I'm Laura. We've got Taz next door.
Hello.
It must be look so strange of just another voice. We'll have to do like a lip sync thing. Oh what? Oh, oh, I should get a little Taz puppet. Oh, right. Anyway, right. If you saw the earlier show. We did give a little tease at the Adventure Awaits collection that we had coming up, but this is the show that we're going to look at Adventure Awaits. So as you can probably already notice, we have got a best price for you today. So $69.99 for the full collection. That price is going to stay like that until midnight tonight, and then it is going to go up. Now this is quite a large collection that you've got. You can see that huge card shape that you've got there, but I am going to show you and go through everything in more detail on the board so you can see everything that you're getting in here. So you've got that large card shape, which is layered foliage frame, and you can see how stunning this is. You've got that absolutely stunning frame that you can build up your scenes with. You've got the smaller frame there as well that you can pop a sentiment on, and you've even got the florals there that you could pop in between that foliage to build up a scene. I'm just trying to see if we've got. We don't. I'm just going to grab this one so you can see what that looks like when you've printed out your vignettes and cut it out that way, so you can see, because you've got the bottom half is floral, and then the top half you've got the vines with the leaves, so you can see what that looks like. But it looks equally just as stunning like that in white, and you'll see what we can do with that in a bit. So our next one is Beneath the Trees. So you've got the absolute stunning florals in here. You can see the different colorways you've got to work with as well. These can be decoupaged on top, or equally use them separately, and you can see you've got the decoupage elements there to add into the florals if you want, or use them completely separately. But absolutely gorgeous. These really pop and work great as little fillers as well. Now this one I think is my absolute favourite. So this one is the Milestone, and so much help, Taz. And then on here, I'm going to come to the other camera so you can see. Can you see? It says birthday 50, last or next. So you can put the numbers in, and then those are going to fit into your post. I just think that's the cutest thing. You've even got spare ones there as well, so you could even pop your own little numbers or messages in there as well. But you've got 18, 21, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 in the circles there. But then you've got the next and last, and you've got all of the numbers there of the big milestones going through as well. But you've got the separate ones. You've got your florals there on the bottom as well. So next one is Everything But. So this is one of the ones that we were looking at in the earlier show. You've got those suitcases that could be going on your travels, new home, absolutely anything. You've got the suitcases, you've got the birdcage umbrella, and like the hat box there. You've got elements there to decoupage those up as well, so really bring those elements to the front. But a great little one as well that you can add in or build other scenes around that one. Then our next one is Ready to Go. You've got the like camping bag, you've got your walking stick, you've got your flask, and you've got your 3 different size lanterns there as well that you can build in, and you can do lots of things with those as well. Like you could build them into little scenes like that, you could have them hanging on trees, you could build them in lots of different ways. You could even use those as like little lanterns in a garden scene and things like that as well. And pop your tiny lights behind it. That was Taz's idea there. Then our next one we've got is I can't see. Up and over. So this one, you've got that lovely little bridge, and then you've got the tree trunk acting like a bridge, and then you've got the little pond or river that can easily be placed then under that, so that bridge gives you the perspective that it's coming over that river, which is absolutely amazing. That makes me think of when I was young. There's a forest behind my house, and we always used to go and play in the woods there, and there was a big tree trunk like that going over the river that we used to play on when I was a kid. Next one we've got is the chosen words we've got for this. You've got your wording in there, but then you've also got these tags. Now you can cut these out with your vignettes like this, and it's a bit hard to see there, but they've got shading. They almost look like old paper, like distressed paper. Taz is saying you can see it. So Taz can see it. You've got your mat set as well, so you can layer those on, and then you can pop your own stamps on there and things like that. But then, if you want, you can also incorporate the words with your vignettes. You've got love is the start of a new adventure. And I mean, you could use these on their own if you wanted to, but you can bring in the words with it. So, thoughts of you brighten my day. Forever in our thoughts, good luck and wishes. So you can bring those in to work in conjunction if you want. But that full collection for £69 is absolutely amazing. Oh, and before I forget, we've also got one other die on the show. Now this is an add-on. This is Through the Trees card shape. This is absolutely stunning. There's so many ways that you could use this. You can mat that onto there and use it just exactly how it comes, but you can mix and match these up as well. And I'm going to show you so many different ways. So this card here is just this mat that's been designed to go on there, but that whole card is that. And I'm not going to show you anymore because I'll show you the samples, but this is one to think of if you're getting the collection, or maybe you got the collection in the last show and you want something to go with it. This is absolutely perfect, and this would work for Christmas. You could do this in darker colours. It would work for Halloween. It would work for autumn themes as well. So this to me is like my all year basic die that you would use, and then bring in other things to go with it. So let's get some. There's so many samples here. Let's get some of these. So this is the one that I was just talking about. So that's using that card shape, just one of the smaller mats, but bringing in all the elements there from Adventure Awaits. How gorgeous is that? Who's done that? Janine. And then we've got one here from Janine again. So pretty, aren't they? And then we've got one here from Pam, which is absolutely lovely. So using that layering foliage frame die is absolutely gorgeous there. And you can see how those colours from the vignettes just work perfectly with the perfect papers that come with the collection as well. Because we've got the perfect papers on. I don't know if I've got. Did I get some of them? Did I? No, I didn't. But you can see it. Yeah, you can see the colorways in the samples. It's such a lovely collection. And again, one that you can mix and match up as well with other ones. Look at this. So this is Sue. Look at that. How God, I love that. Just bringing in all of those florals to build up. So that little floral that we showed you, how you can see cutting into them and building them up, just changes the look of them completely. And you can make the dies do all the work for you. You don't have to go in and leave it as it is. How pretty is that? Look at this one. So this is Vera. So lovely. And then let me bring this one in. This is Sue. Look at this. Look at that. And you can see that how Sue's put those florals in that frame that come with, so you can see how that works. This, oh, this is another Vera card. Look at that one. How cute is that? It's so pretty. Really, really pretty. And then we've got Sue again. And you can see they're bringing in that through the trees card shape. It just works so well, doesn't it? And then, look at that. It's really pretty, isn't it? It looks such like a simple design, but it is so effective. I'm just going to grab a couple. Oh, actually, I'm going to grab that one. I grabbed a couple and I was like, no, one more. This is Pam. Look at that. And can you see Pam's cut? That's mirror. So Pam's cut the die out with gold card and gold mirror card, and then kind of like drop shadowed it. So the shine you can see is the drop the drop shadow of the gold mirror card. Isn't that so effective? It just catches your eye, doesn't it, in the light? Love that. Right. So there's a Pam. They're so stunning, aren't they? And do you know, every time I look at them, I notice another detail. Oh, that's nice. That's something different. That's Vera. So using those mats to pop in, and Taz has just said this could be an anniversary card. It could be, because you could pop in. You could be married for 70 years. I mean, you could be married for 70 years, I guess. Yeah. Look at that. So bringing in, that's Vera again. So bringing in your card shapes to make that stunning frame, building up that scene. Then we've got one from Fiona. Absolutely stunning. And then one more, because there is another pile here, but we'll go through the other pile in a bit. So this one is Fiona. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. And you know, you could easily cut out that, the vines and the foliage, and you've got a stunning frame as well, haven't you? That you could use on its own. So if you cut these out, and you wouldn't waste that, you keep that for another project. But yeah, so Adventure Awaits collection, absolutely stunning. You've got an amazing price that is going to go up at midnight tonight. So if you want to grab it while you can. Right, so we're going to start with the layered foliage frame. And I've cut out the largest, oh, let me straighten up, that will annoy me. So I've cut out the largest mat in that set, okay? And then I've just gone on my scoreboard and just scored across the top. And we are going to pop this together to make our card base. And
so, just while you're doing that, Laura, Michelle has commented in and said that a lady that she cleans for has been married for 69 years.
wow. It's mad to think you could be with somebody for that long. It's so sweet though, isn't it? So sweet. That's a milestone. What is the 70 year? Do you know, like they say, like, you know, like paper, diamonds, flowers. What's 70 years? No, 70. We're on 70, Taz, not 100. Yes, 70. So Taz just thought I asked him what century we're in. Just so you can all laugh back home as well. A century. That's what I'm asking, Taz. What century we're in? Right, I've done that. I'm just going to pull the foam off the back of this. What is it? Platinum. So 70 years is platinum. pull that off there. And then this is just going to sit on there like that. We've got our white layer, so the next layer in the die set then, I'm just doing the matte layers that are included in the frame. I've cut in white because this is going to be the back in the background of that frame as well, so I didn't want that block colour there, but it'd be great. Oh, are there backing papers? Yeah, so the backing papers would have been a good one to do as well. That's going to go on there like that. So I've got that frame, and that I think is such a nice card shape just to use on its own, even if you're using it with a completely different collection. And then that is just going to, oh, that way, it's going to sit on there like that. So pretty. Now I've already put some foam on the back of this, and I've just followed that frame that you've already got there around. So we'll just pull these off here. And then that is just going to go there. It's inviting you to go in.
Yeah, the way that the foliage has been designed always reminds me of like you're going into almost a forest. It's like inviting you
like
into the card.
Garden.
Yeah, like a secret garden.
Right, pop some glue on there. Right, now I'm going to do this post first because I don't want to lose the little bits that they're going to go into. So I've got this going to fit on the top there of the post. It says birthday. So I'm just going to pop that on there. So I'm going to put birthday. And then I've got 30. So I'll pick it up now. And let's see it a bit closer. That is going to go on there. So if I just hold that up. Oh. How pretty is that? And then you've got the, oh, stay there. Stay. Not that I'm being bossy today, Taz. Where's it? There. So you can see you've got the other birthdays that will go on, or you've got last, next. So you can put your next birthdays is going to be 60, your last. So you've got that, and it's just something quirky and fun, isn't it, to just joke around with the numbers like that. So I've just popped that on there. So you can see now that's there ready to go. So I'm just going to place that roughly where I want that to go so I can place things. Then we've got the camping bag, and that's going to go that way. So I'm using the reverse for this because I want that to kind of sit there as if it's leaning against that post, because you've got that walking stick there. So before I stick that down though, what I want to do is put in the bridge. So you've got that post, like tree stump that's fallen. I'm going to put it in, and then you've got the river or the lake or anything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that bit behind and pop that in the front. And can you see then how that just gives you the perspective of the water coming, and it just flows. It just looks absolutely exactly how it's supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of glue on the front of there, and then flip that. So Taz has just said it reminds her of. Can I say what that is? Of Winnie the Pooh, and I completely get that. Yeah, I think that is because of Pooh sticks when they play the game. I get that. So Taz has just said in my ear that this collection is making her want to go camping. Okay. I didn't have you down as a camper, Taz, I'm not going to lie. Right, let's add some glue. And then this is just going to go along there like that. So we've got that. This is going to go there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop in some of these florals first. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of shape before you go in. Don't be afraid to go in and just give them a bit of movement. I'm going to pop that there. And I'm not worried about the glue either, because obviously that post is going to block and cover any bits where there's glue. So don't worry about the glue, especially when you're doing things like this, where you're building up a scene. 9 times out of 10, your glue is going to be covered with whatever you're putting on front of it anyway. Tuck that in there. And then see, that's going to fit there now. So all my glue is completely covered. Let's have a think. I'm going to pop that in there as well. Because why not? That's going to go there. And then pop some glue on here. That's going to go on like that. And now we've got our camping bag. When I say camping bag, it could just be somebody that likes going out walking, hiking, isn't it, like rambling? Yeah, just going on an adventure. That's going to go there. That is just going to go under there. I'll just tuck that in there just to even that space out a little bit. And then I've got one of these lanterns. Now that's just going to sit there because I don't like how that's not completely grounded. So that's going to go there. My glue was stuck to my finger. That is going to go in there, so that's just going to sit on top of there. And then I've got the start of a new adventure. That is just going to go on there like that. And then you could add in the wording from the dies as well with that, but I've just kept that like that. You've got love there. There's the start of an adventure. And then there's our card. It's just something different. The walking, the trees, and do you know when you think of other collections that you'll already have from Carnation, like this is one that I feel would go with so many other collections. There's just so many different ways that you'll be able to bring this in, and especially that frame. Imagine cutting that frame out in silver mirror card, and it's going to look like a Christmas frame, or you could use it as an anniversary card, and so many different ways you could use that frame, because it's just going to go with whatever colorways you put with that. It's going to work. And then equally the florals and the wording, the sentiments as well, are going to use so many of those ones. Right, let me just grab a different pile, because I don't think we've seen these ones yet. Oh, look at that. They are absolutely stunning. So this is the through the tree. So this is the card shape, but you can see only the tree part, only half of the die has been used there. It just looks absolutely stunning. But then, oh, hang on. Oh, wait, we're a bit tangled and I don't want to rip. It's like a shadow box, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. This is Janine. So that's using the foliage frame with the tree at the back. So that's mixing those two card shapes up together. How cool is that? Yes, I know what you mean. Right, so we've got another one here from Janine. Bringing in all those pinks. But you know, when you look at the samples that we're going through, you can see how they've all picked up on a different colour. Like that one was picking up on the pinks. And then this one is more to the greens and the yellows. Vera's done that one. This one, I love how she's gone in and actually, can you see how they're shining? Put almost like a glossy accent in there and actually added more colour to make them more vibrant. How pretty is that? That's absolutely stunning. And then we've got another one here going down the more simple. So we got Fiona there. How pretty is that? I love that as well, like they're walking into the woods. So pretty. And then we got another one from Sue. Look at that. And that is using that through the trees, wasn't it? Through the tree. Through the trees card shape. So pretty. I love that. I'm going to say that's a foxglove. If I'm right, Taz, I tell you what, high fives to me. I'm high-fiving myself if I got that right. What am I doing? Right, let's get another. Where have I put other? Let's. I just need to grab some red liner tape. Ah, I was right.
So yes, Laura was right.
Yay!
So the flowers in the beneath the tree is a foxglove. We've got the snake's head fritillary. We also have the greater stitchwort. There are flowers, and you got it right.
Carnation must be rubbing off on me, because I just named a flower right. There wasn't a rose or a daisy. Right, should we make a card? All right. So what we're going to do is, I've got 2 pieces of card here, score them in half, and that is just going to sit on there to make our stepper card, okay? So I'm just going to glue this bit to that bit. So you could have cut it down a bit more if you so wished. But that's just going to go on. And there like that. So we've got our card shape. So that's going to sit like that. Okay. And then this is going to go in there. So this is going to go down flat. Oh, just adding this in, and I'm using some of our smooth cardstock and perfect papers just to coordinate in. So with these, but the perfect papers on that come with the collection would obviously work really well, because all the colours from that. Do you know, I was calling them the perfect palette instead of perfect papers, because yeah, and they're not paper either, they're card weight. So I was like, the perfect palette. So we're going to add this in the top now. So I'm just going to pop some foam on the back of here. Oh. And then add this. Oh, in the earlier show we were asking people to name the animals. We haven't got anything anybody could name. No, but for this show, what could we ask?
Sorry, I got very excited about the question I wanted to ask everybody. Is next year, what adventures do people have planned? What do they want to do for 2025? That feels weird to say.
That feels so strange saying that, but it's literally like a couple of weeks away, isn't it?
Yeah. What has everybody got planned?
Oh, it feels like so long ago. Like, it feels like 2025 is ages away, and it's like literally, what is it? 3 weeks? 2 and a bit weeks? 3 weeks, that's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Right, I have got a little bit of acetate. You can see that, yeah? I'm like, you can see that, and no, nothing. Nothing is what I got. Well, I couldn't, you weren't talking, Taz, could you not hear me? You didn't say anything. I'm just going to put some, she just said she's too busy reading all your lovely comments. Oh, tape on that. And actually, before I stick that down, because what I'm going to do, pop that on there. I'm going to pop this on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on there, and I'm going to build up some florals and things around that. And then this one is going to pop up in front of it to just give it, to almost like decoupage it up, but it's going to be a little bit different. So this is going to go there. Let's add in some florals, because this is the same one that I used in the last card. Let me just grab it. So you can see there, it's the same flower, but you've got the 3 different colours that you can print. So you've got 3 different colourways. And you've got different colourways. I think you've got different colourways in, oh, it's just that one. You've got different colourways in that one. Right, let's add some ink on there. Right, that's going to go there. And then we're going to pop that behind there like that. So let's get some glue. And that is just going to fit there. That's just going to fit there with there. So I'm putting that flat. Oh! Right, that's going to go there. That's going to go there, and we're just going to put some foam on the back of this. So let's just put a little bit on there. And then we're going to pop this in front, and actually we'll stick another floral behind it as well. So before I stick that down, I'm going to pop that there so I can gauge where that's going to go, and we'll stick that for there as well. So let's just put a little bit of glue. That's going to go there. Right, so let's pull this off. So I absolutely love this this die with the suitcase and thing. I think it's just everything, but it's just, I don't know what it is about it. It just, there's something about it. It could be so many different things. That could be like a moving home, going to university. It's just, as Taz decided, going to Hogwarts. You know, it could be so many things. Oh my gosh, do you know what you've just made me think of, thinking of that? Bed knobs and broomsticks. What? So Taz just said in my ear she's never seen bed knobs and broomsticks. Taz, you haven't lived. How have you not ever seen that? Like, you must have watched that as a kid. Or am I really old?
I'll just come on the microphone. No, I've never seen this. I think this is films that people haven't seen. Like, I knew of someone that's never seen Jaws.
Really?
Is that really as in you're surprised, or really as
Yeah.
in you've never seen it? Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, some people just
Say
haven't
that
seen
I've
particular
never
films.
seen any of the Star Wars films.
Well,
And some people get
disappointed
shocked at
is
that, but
not the word.
I've never seen them.
Each to their own, though, isn't it? Genre.
Mhm. Right, I'm just pulling the red liner tip off there without it sticking to my fingers. Right, so what I'm going to do is pop that there, so I know where that's going to sit, and then I'm just going to pop this in line with that. So that is like that now. Can you see how that just holds it up? So that's like my stopper. So let's pop that down for a minute, because you've got the decoupage elements that you can pop in there. So I'm just going to pop those on top. So we're going to add in even more depth to that. That's going to go on there, and then this is like it's like a hat box, isn't it? To me, anyway. That's going to go on there like that. And then what I'm going to do with the umbrella is, got that a bit too big. Pop a bit of foam on the top. And then what I'm going to do is pop a little bit of glue on the bottom. And then the top of it is going to be top. So that bit on the bottom is going to be flat. And then it's going to come up and out with the umbrella, with that foam there. So that's going to go there like that. We've got our camping bag, and again I'm going to turn that the other way. That's going to go on there like so. Snip what bit away, Taz? I see where you're going. Okay, so Taz is saying that if I snip the stick and this bit away, it looks like a bag with a yoga mat on it. I didn't disagree with you. I said I could see where you're going. Right, that's going to go there like that. And then I've got a lantern that is going to go over there. Let's grab my tweezers. That's going to go there like so. And then I've got one of the smaller lanterns. I love that you get these in different sizes so you can mix and match where they're going to go. So you can see that. And then this is going to go there like that. And then we've got this, which is going to sit there. So I'm just going to add a little bit more glue. Because the lights in here really do dry the glue out. So I'll just add a little bit of glue using the applicator. Just gonna go in there. Do that as that. So that is just gonna, let me just use that. That's gonna go there like that. I love this. I think it's such a nice collection. And then we've got, so let me just fold that over. And that's gonna go there like that. So just having that bit of acetate there with the everything but on, can you just see how much depth that gives you without actually having to go in and actually layer everything on top of each other? Because you've got the embellishments there, so you've got the decoupage bits there, it just adds so much to it. So even though the card is simple, it's such a simple design, I've literally just put in the die cuts. The die cuts do all the work for you because you've got so much detail in there, and that's just adding in that little step to stop it. So if you want to be able to grab this, the collection is on a best price for today and today only. So it is going to go back up at midnight tonight. So it's $69.99, which is such a good price when you look at the amount that you were getting in that die set. And that card alone, the layered foliage frame, is absolutely stunning. But we'll show you on the board because you can see then exactly what it is that you are getting in there. So this is that layered foliage frame, which is absolute, and I'm just going to grab one so you can see what that looks like, because this is what it's going to look like cut out in coloured cardstock. But when you bring in your vignettes, that is what it looks like. And you can see bringing in your florals on the bottom, you've got the vines and the leaves on the top, but you've also got florals in there as well. So you can build in those florals into the vine, and then you've got that smaller frame there as well. You can pop a sentiment on if you so wish, and that's the size of it as well. It is a good size. Hang on. What size is it? Does it say on the card? Oh, Taz is going to tell me. Oh, okay, she's on it. Right, let's. The largest is.
So, looking at the website, the largest outer mat layer is 16.7 centimeters by 16.7 centimeters.
So the largest outside layer, which is going to be this, the card base. Oh, never mind that. Listen, it's going to take me a minute to get used to you talking. We're going to have like a code word before you start talking, so I know you're talking to everybody and not just me. Oh, I didn't hear you. Well, my bad. Sorry, Charles. Right, next one we've got our florals. This one is the Beneath the Trees, which is just absolutely stunning. So you can see there the 3 different colourways that you've got there of the tulips. So it's either a snake's head or a greater stitchwort. Okay. See, now that's a tulip, that's a daisy, and that's a foxglove. Yeah. But you can see how absolutely stunning they are, and they work really well. They've got really nice size perspective as well. When you bring them in with the other dies, they add the correct size to be able to go with the dies and work really well with the other collection, such as the Milestone. Even just sitting them behind, like I did in the card we made earlier, they just work perfectly. And you've even got florals here as well that's going to just incorporate that and make that flow together. Now this one, you've got birthday, you've got years that you can pop in the top there, and then you've got 90, you've got 100, all the way down to 18, and then you've got last and next. So you could have birthday 18, last, next, and then you can mix and match them up, because you've got 16, so your birthday is the 18, your next milestone is going to be 21, but you've also got blank ones there as well. So if you wanted to add like your own little message or anything like that in there, you can do that as well. But I think that is such a lovely idea, and it's a nice way. Do you know, I feel like the older we get, we want to forget about the actual, you know, number itself. That's such a nice way of actually putting the number on there and, you know, memorize, doing something nice for like a 50 or a 60 or a 40, but without it being too kind of in your face. Do you know what I mean? It's like that, it's that like subtle nod to, you know, being 40 without actually like shouting it, you know, you're 40. Right, everything but this one I absolutely adore. It's such a lovely die. It can be used for so many different occasions. This is the one that we used just now, and you can mix and match these up equally. You could chop that up if you wanted to. You could use the umbrella separately, you could use the birdcage separately, you could use the hat box separately. So you can mix them up as well. But I think that could be going to university, new home, just somebody on an adventure, somebody's going away on their travels. There's just so many different ways you could use that. You could use it in scrapbooks and things like that as well. I just think it works for so many different things. Ready to go next. So you've got your camping bag, you've got your walking stick, you've got your flasks there, and you've got the lanterns and the flasks there that you can decoupage in to the image. And you know, that could be for somebody who likes going out camping, walking, rambling, so many different ways that you could even use in different things. That could be, there's nothing stopping that. If you put fishing things with it, it could be for a fisherman. You know, there's nothing that actually shouts that it has to be for somebody going camping, but it will work for so many other collections. Up and over, I absolutely adore this. Look at the perspective on that. It works so well, especially when you bring in the river or the lake and you add that behind one and add it in front of the other one like we did earlier. It just gives you such depth into your project, and they're so detailed. They work so well. Chosen words next. So you've got your mats there, and you can just about see you've got almost like a distressed look with these. So you could stamp your own sentiments onto these if you wanted to, but you've also got your dies there of the wording, and you've got the mats. Now the wording you can use with these with the printed artwork, which will look like that. So you can see, you can put in love is the start of a new adventure, or best of, and then you've got luck in the die, or wishing you every happiness. So obviously you can use those separately if you wanted to, use these separately if you wanted to, or you can mix and match them all together to make stunning sentiments like that. So we'll go through a couple more samples before we go, because we will be back at 2, and 2 o'clock, we're going to use the Adventure Awaits collection with the Woodland Welcome collection. So the two that we've seen today, we're going to mix and match the both of them and use them together in the next show, which you'll see some of the samples. We did have some samples in the earlier show mixing the two, but it'll be nice to mix them both up to later because they do work absolutely perfectly together. Do you know that card? I think you said earlier, Taz, didn't you, would make a nice sympathy card. Taz is saying it's not too in your face. It's not. There's just something sweet about it. You could sit on that and just stare at the river and think of nothing. Right, next one. But look at this. So this is an 8x8 card. Actually, this is really good, actually, because that shows you, this is so, how big those frames are. Because this is an 8x8 card. And you can see that fits perfectly in there, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning. And you can see they're bringing in those florals. That would make a nice sympathy card as well. Bringing those florals around the frame. So pretty. This one going in with the pink, and bring out the colours in the case as well. So you could go in and bring out the yellows, bring out the browns. So you could go in with the greys. You can really go in and mix and match these up, especially when you bring in the florals like that. So you can mix and match them up, cut into them as well. There's nothing stopping you cutting into them and building your own kind of floral display, just like this one as well. Cut into them and make them go how you want them to go, because you can do that with Carnation really, really easily. So pretty. Love this one. That's Pam. Love that. And then this one. And these two are using the tree. What was the tree frame? Through the trees, that's there. How pretty are they? Love them. This one. So lovely. Right, we will be back at 2. So we'll be back at 2 with Adventure Awaits and Woodland Welcome. And we're going to mix both of them together. Equally though, if you've already got Adventure Awaits, you can craft along with us, or send us pictures or messages or anything of, put it in the crafters group of pictures. We'd love to see what you've been doing with them. And hopefully you'll join us at 2. And yeah, we'll see you then at 2.